Hi guys, this is Farz and welcome back to Farzology, and in this tutorial, I'll show you how to create a movie look effect, movie look color grading. Before starting the tutorial, if you are new in the channel, please hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon. And now, let's get started. Okay, at first copy the layer by pressing Ctrl and J and then convert it to a smart object. And now open it with camera raw filter. Okay, first I want to increase the temperature because I want a little bit warmer look in the face and in the skin. So I'm gonna increase the temperature. I think 32 is perfect, and decrease the tint. Look at this, it gives you a greenish look in the shadows. That's fine. I think minus 38 is fine. Look at this, the picture is little bit too much exposed, so I want to decrease the exposure, and I think I'm gonna decrease it like minus 1.75. It looks fine now. And also I have to decrease the contrast. I think minus 20 is perfect, and also decrease the highlights. I think minus 68 looks good to me, and I have to increase the shadows. Not too much. I think it looks fine now. And also increase the white because I want to expose the highlight area on the face, so increase it little bit. I think plus 20. I think plus 20 is good. And decrease the black. Minus 18 for black. And I want to decrease the clarity a little bit. I think minus 10. It's fine. And increase the vibrance and decrease the saturation. Plus 12 for vibrance and minus 12 for saturation. That's perfect. And then come into the curves, and nothing too much there, just a typical S curve. I think this is fine, and bring this little bit up to give a matte look. So this is fine. And another point. I think this looks good. That looks good. So create a curves like this. And now come into the sharpening. I want to add some sharpness as I decrease the clarity. So I think 25. 25 is good. And now come into the color mixer option, and in the hue I am giving plus 23 for red. That looks nice. And then minus 18 for orange. Look at the background, it looks good. So I'm giving minus 26 for the yellow. Look at those area. I think 75 for green. And then minus 70 for aquas. Minus 20 for blues. That looks fine. And then come into the saturation. And to increase the red, so I think plus 20, it's perfect. And also increase the orange. And then I have to decrease the yellow. Minus 34 for yellow. That looks good. And also decrease the green. Look at the background. it's fine. So I'm giving -85 for green, and then -65 for aquas. I want to decrease the blues also, so I'm giving -60 for blues, and then -40 for purple, and -35 for magenta. That looks good. Then come into the luminance, and I want to increase the luminance of orange. Look at the skin. So I'm giving 20 for orange and decrease the yellow. I'm giving -16 for yellows. And -60 for green, +6 for aqua, and +35 for blues. So I think it looks better now. Look at this before and after. This was the before of color grading, and this is after. Okay, it looks good. And now come into the split toning option, and in the highlights and shadows I want to add a little bit bluish and cyan. That will give you a movie look. So in the highlights, on the hue section, I'm giving a blue color or greenish color. I think greenish color. So I'm giving 135 in the hue and 25 in the saturation. Look at this. Look at the changes. And in the shadows, and to add a cyan color, so I'm giving, it's blue, I think. Okay, let's try with 190 and increase the saturation. Look at this, it looks good. That's perfect. So I'm happy with this. And now if you want, you can add some grain, or if you don't want to add some grain, then no need to follow this step. I'm just adding a little bit grain, just a little. And now come into the camera calibration, and in the red primary channel I want to increase the hue, I think 17, and decrease the saturation, -11. That's perfect. And in the blue primary channel I want to decrease the hue to bring back the orange look. Look at this. So I'm giving -63, and in the saturation I'm giving -40. That looks perfect. I think, yeah, the color grading is done. Look at this before and after. This was the before and this is after. So it's done. If you can match this color grading with any movie, just comment on the comment box. And I know you can, because this is really a famous movie color grading. And now press OK. Okay, let's see the before and after here. This was the before and this is after. It's really great. Okay, let's add a gradient at the bottom. I hope it will look good. And I choose a black color here and a black also here. That's perfect. And now bring it down, just at the lower part, not too much, just a little. And now press OK. Let's see the before and after. This was the before and this is after. Look at this, just a little. I think it's almost done. Okay, let's brighten up the eyes a little bit. Okay, let's create a brightness and contrast adjustment layer and increase the brightness. That's perfect. And now press Ctrl and I and select the brush tool and just paint on the eyes like this, and now decrease the opacity. Let's see the before and after. Let's zoom out and see. This was the before and this is after. It looks good now. Okay, let's see the before and after overall. Look at this. This was the before and this is after. Look at the difference. So that's all. I hope you love this tutorial. If you did, hit the like button, leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe.